Hello students, so today we will read the first chapter of our English book, that is An Extraordinary Feat. What is the meaning of extraordinary? Extraordinary means more than ordinary. Okay, so it is an inspirational story of Jesus Owen. Okay, so today we will read about the Jesus Owen. He is a famous athletic, and we will read about him in this chapter. So before starting, you look at this box, arm up. In this box you can see here, first it is written Olympic mascot. So what is the meaning of mascot? Mascot meaning a person or thing or any animal that is supposed to bring good luck to a particular event or an organization. Okay, so in Olympic game also they also have their mascot. So let's read. Since the Olympic Games of 1968, mascots are created based on the animal native to the host country. So in Olympic Olympic Games of 1968, the mascots are created, and which are based on their on the animal that is for the host country. Okay, the animal native to the host country means each country has their own native animal, or you can say the national element, and they took from that mascot from the native to the host country. Understand? Next you see Olympic medal. So every Olympic games has a unique design. Every Olympic game has a unique design on the medal based on a motif connected with the host country or the origins of the game. So in every Olympic games there is a unique design on the medals, and this medal is designed or it is created with the motif connected with the host country or the origin of the game. Understand? So here motif means the decorative imagine or design. So they design the medal like that it is connected with the host country. Okay, in this way in some way it will be connected either with the host country or with the origins of the game. Understand? Next you see work in pairs to design an Olympic mascot and an Olympic medal. So they combine this both Olympic mascot and an Olympic medal design to design or create a Olympic medal. Understand? Then share them with the classes. Then share with the classes or the nations. Now let's read about the Jesus Owens. He is a famous athletic, I already told you. So let's start. On 25th May 1935, at the Big Ten Track and Field Championship at an athletic field in the University of Michigan, Jesse Owens sat nursing his injured back. So on 25th May 1935 at the Big Ten Track and the Field Championship at an athletic field in the University of Michigan, Jesse Owens, who was injured somehow and sat nursing his injured back in that event. Okay, he was not really sure whether he would be able to complete even one race that day. So as he has the injury of back, that's why he was not sure whether he would be able to complete the event or not. Okay, even he don't know that he will take participate on that event or not. Okay, next he consulted his university coach Larry Cinder, and they decided that Owens should just take one event at a time. So somehow we consulted the university coach for the participation of the game, then they took the decision that he will, means Owens should just take one event at a time. Owen will participate in one event at a time. Okay. After each event, they would decide whether Owens would participate in the next, depending on how bad Owens' back felt. So, after completing or after finishing one event, they would decide then whether Owens will or would participate in the next event, next game or not, because he has the back injury, and this participation will depend on how the condition of the back, okay, how he will feel in according to that sense the decision will take. Understand? Next, at 3:15 p.m. Owens ran in the 100-yard dash. So at the time of 3:15 p.m. means in the afternoon, Owens ran in the 100-yard dash. So he ran in the 100-yard dash, 100-yard run, okay, race. He finished with an official time of 9.4 seconds, equaling the world record. So in that race, he completed the race in 9.4 seconds. The total time was 10 minutes, but he completed it with the 9.4 seconds, okay, equaling the world record. So it is equal to the world record which was recorded before. Look, he has the back injury, then also he broke the world record, no, equaling to the time of the world record, he broke the world record. Understand? 10 minutes later, then after 10 minutes in the long jump event, so after 10 minutes there was a long jump event, and Owens jumped only once to avoid straining his back. So usually there was 3 jumps, but as the back of the Owens is injured, that's why he will just take only one jump. So let's see. Jumpers usually get 3 jumps, of which the longest jump counts. So in long jump, what happened? The jumpers, they get 3 chance, okay, 3 chance to jumps, and the longest jumps will count in that long jump, okay. But that Owens, he get only one chance to avoid the straining of his back. Owens bettered the world record by half a foot in his single jump. So in his single jump only he bettered means here overpass, okay. So he overpass or he broke the world record by half a foot in one jump only. This world record lasted for 25 years before it was beaten. So the former world record was lasted for 25 years before it was beaten by the Owens. Understand? Next is see, more was to follow. At 3:34 means 3:34 p.m. Owens ran in 220-yard race. So first he ran the 100-yard race, okay, but now at 3:34 p.m. Owens ran in the 220-yard race, breaking the world record for that event too. And finally in the 22-yard hurdles, Owens broke yet another world record. And this 20-yard race also he broke the all record, okay. At the end of a mere 45 minutes after he started. So at the end of only 45 minutes after he started, Owens also break the world record. Owens had equaled one athletic record and broke 3. So he totally he broke the 3 world record. For most sports experts, this was the single greatest and finest athletics performance ever recorded in the sport. So most sports experts considered that it was the greatest and finest athletic performance they ever seen, okay, or they ever recorded. Come to the next page. How did the son, the youngest of 7 children of a poor African American tenant farmer from rural America, become a world renowned athlete? So how did this son, the youngest of 7 children of poor African American tenant farmer? Tenant farmer means here lease holder, or you can say renter farmer who take the land rent from the landlord and cultivate the land, okay. So how can he become so famous, and how can he become a world renowned athlete? We'll read about that story, how he got that much famous, okay, that much fame. James Cleveland Owens has born in 1913 in the southern United States. So look his full name, that is James Cleveland Owens, okay. So this is his real name, James Cleveland Owens, and he was born in 1913 in the southern United States. When he was 9, the family moved to the city of Ohio in the northeastern United States. So when he was in class 9, the family they moved to the city of Ohio, that is in the northeastern United States. On being asked his name at his new school, he replied JC, means in short form he replied that J represent James and C represent Cleveland. So he shortly he replied J.C. Owens, but the teacher misheard him and his name was noted in the school as J.C. Owens. So the miss of that school, she misheard, or the teacher of the school who misheard the name, and the teacher wrote JESS instead of JC. The teacher wrote J.C. Owens, and the name was noted in the school as J.C. Owens. The name stuck, and that was the name he was known by for the rest of his life. So this name only he carried at the or for the rest of his life. Understand? So his original name is James Cleveland Owens, but by the misunderstanding, teacher wrote it J.C. Owens, and after that, that was the name he was known by for the rest of his life. Understand? J.C. discovered a deep passion for athletics, especially running, when he was in junior high school. So when he was in junior high school, J.C. who discovered or who interested for athletics, especially in running, okay. However, to help his family, J.C. had to work part-time job in his free time. So because their family condition is very poor, that's why he had to work part-time jobs in his free time. Since J.C. could not stay on after school to practice, his school coach Charlie Riley. So J.C. not stay on after school to practice this games or practice this athletics in the from the school coaching, as he was working at a shoe repair shop in the evening. So as he was doing the part-time job, he could not able to take the coaching from the coach after the school. That's the coach name was Charles Riley. Sorry, the coach name was Charles Riley. So he could not able to take the coaching from that coach. So Charles Riley allowed JC to practice early in the morning before classes. That's why the coach who did a favor to JC, and he allowed JC to practice early in the morning before the classes. Owens always said that he owed his success to the support of he received from Riley. So Owens, he always told that or say that his success, in his success there is a big support of Riley, means his coach. Okay, coach. His dedication to athletics continued during his later school years, when he became famous after his performance at National High School Championship in Chicago in 1933. So in 1933 he participated at the National School Championship, and where he performed very well. That's why he became famous afterwards. He equaled the world record at that time for 100-yard dash and jumped an exceptional 7.56 meter in the long jump. So in that time he equaled the world record for 100-yard dash and also jumped an exceptional 7.56 meter in the long jumps. Owens had become a national figure in athletics, and after that he became a national figure in athletics. Given the Owens' slender message, it would have been difficult for him to continue his athletics but luckily his father found a steady job. So given slender means here very little. So given the Owens slender means, so their earning is very less, very little. That's why slender means very little. Okay, so their earning is very little. That's why it would have been very difficult him to continue his athletic interest. But luckily in that time his father got a steady job. Owens could now attend college at Ohio State University, and after getting the job, his father got the job, Owens got admission at the college in Ohio State University. There he soon came to be known as Buckeye Bullet in recognition of his speed on the track. So the Owens, who known as the Buckeye Bullets. Why? Because Buckeye, that Ohio is also known as the Buckeye States. Why? Because there was a lot of Buckeye tree. There was an area of Buckeye tree. That's why the Ohio known as the Buckeye States. Okay, so that's why Owen also famous or known as Buckeye Bullet for the recognition of his speed on the track. Owens' 45 minutes feat of athletic excellence came when he was enrolled at Ohio State University. So when he was enrolled at the Ohio State University, his 25 minutes feat of athletic excellence came forth. So this is the today's story. We'll stop here.